Mornings, guys. Yeah, I'm on a little bit earlier. I promise you that I will go on live at 11 regarding our good friend, Mr. President Cyril Ramaphosa. But until such time, let's deal with one or two issues that came up this week, with which maybe I can assist you and get all the camera work and the lighting in place. I'm off base, as you can see, from my usual favorite spot, sitting and making videos. Okay, the past week I've had numerous of my clients taking packages and resigning from their duties in the wake of all the things happening around COVID-19. I have a specific request from everybody out there who's experiencing pressure from your employers, pressure from your families, even from your doctors, from society, from the media, uh, all all the pressure coming to you. Please just do not resign your positions. Okay. If you can get a very handsome golden handshake and leave your work for maybe a better position or similar position out there, then do it. Then do it. Then it's a simple business decision that you're making. But please, for goodness sake, do not resign from your duties because you fear the the issue of vaccination in the workplace. There's pressure on you. You're being bullied. Your human rights are being trounced on. Please do not resign. I know it's tough out there. I know it feels like a war zone for certain people out there. I have numerous of my clients, just simply when I called them up the first time, they burst into tears, literally burst into tears. And here I'm speaking of men and women, because the pressure has been building and building and building, and it's a psychological war that's sometimes being fought inside workplaces. So I know the yeah the easy way out is to simply put your hand on paper, resign and walk away. I know that. But please bear in mind two things. Number one, if you resign from your duties, you can still refer a case to CCMA for dismissal, but that is what is called um, constructive dismissal. Now, constructive dismissal is a very onerous um, case to go and prove. The onus of proof is extremely difficult against employees. Um, the chances of you winning that case at CCMA is virtually zero. I know here and there people were advised even by certain consultancy agencies, it's better take your things and just go, and then go and fight it at CCMA as a constructive dismissal. That is the most wrong advice you can get from anybody. Okay. Fighting a constructive dismissal, especially if there's a process, either way, especially since there are a host of other remedies you can follow, the chances of you winning your case at CCMA is virtually zero. So please don't believe the stories that you can go and claim constructive dismissal after you resign from your duties. Secondly, you must also remember something, that if you resign, some pension funds, and I can't speak on all of them, but most pension funds, if you resign, you lose a certain portion of your pension money. So also keep that in mind before you put a hand on paper. And thirdly, and this is to me the most important thing, remember, if you resign, you bring on the termination of service onto yourself. And on your UIF 19 claims form, your employer has the obligation then to mark, to tick off what is called resignation, reason for termination as resignation, and you cannot claim your benefits in terms of the UIF. So all the years that you've contributed to your UIF, money has been taken off your account, from your salary, paid over to the UIF form, to the UIF, the Unemployment Insurance Fund. You cannot claim your benefits if you resign from your duties. Okay. Employers are making big cash ups. I see it on a daily basis. I see how they get to CCMA, how they think that they are in the right, And then when they start to put the documents before the commissioner looks them with a stupid way in his eyes, and then he says to them, "But guys, you don't even understand the original legislation." Yesterday we had a discussion with a big group of people about policies in the workplace, where the analysis was only concluded in May this year, but they already had a policy, a final policy in November last year. Now, how can you do it in that way? It's upside down. So it speaks for itself that if that case comes before Commissioner at CCMA or later on Labour Court, the employer will lose. Full stop. You can't even discuss the matter further than that. But the media out there, and that is why I invite mainstream media journalists, come with me to clients, come with me to CCMA, go and see for yourself what's going on there, and then report. Please don't go and cherry pick here and there and somewhere little totally incorrectly decided awards and then publish that as to be precedent because you're lying to the public. But please, on a daily basis at CCMA, workers are being compensated. So before you walk away with nothing through resignation, please either contact me, go to a very competent labor expert. He can be an attorney, he or she can be an advocate. In a week's time from now, you're going to be able to contact experts in the field beyond myself from my webpage. The thing will be up and running at that point in time. But please, before you resign, go and think about this very long and very hard. Okay? Even if you take a so-called package from your workplace, the impact that it will have on you. Yes, resignation to me, it's simply not an option, and I've spoken about this issue now numerous times previously, but I still have people calling me, even paying me my consultation fee, getting all the information they need, getting all the documents, and then a week later saying to me, calling me up and saying, "Skalk, sorry, I decided I'm going to resign. I just simply can't take this anymore, and I gave in my resignation already. I gave them a month's notice and they said, no, go." Then it's too late. Then it's too late. You must remember something else. A couple of years back, people still could resign and then withdraw their resignation. You'll remember in the olden days, pre-1994, a worker will tender his resignation and then the employer will decide whether they accept the resignation or not. But you must remember that law changed dramatically since then. If you go and you resign, you put down your resignation letter in front of the employer, signed off, dated, you're out of a job. You can't turn back, right? I know there's employers stupid enough out there. I've had one or two of them that actually then charge the employee for misconduct after his resignation. That's just simply stupidity. It's not the rule, it's the exception. So please listen, please heed my advice. Fight the fight until the last. Even if you know your employer is hell-bound on dismissing you, fight the fight until the last. Go to CCMA in the end. Go and settle the case then. At least you get a month, 2 months, 3 months, how many months compensation from the employer. At least you get a little bit more money, but most importantly, on your UIF 19 claims form, it is written dismissal and you can claim your benefits. Okay? So please heed my warnings. Okay, guys, it's about 20 minutes to 11. I'm not going to go on early because I promised you 11 o'clock sharp, and I know a couple of people arranged their things to comment and have my discussion about Ramaphosa. I'm going to do a little bit of editing work on this video now, post it on the group, post it on my Telegram, and even then post it on my YouTube feed. So yeah, 11 o'clock sharp, I will be back, and then we start running with the whole thing. The shades, Well, apparently it irritates people when I put on my shades. So there, be irritated. Okay, and then there were a few of my followers that said, "Skulk, when last did you put on your dark glasses?" No, it's just having a little bit of fun for the morning. Although that is there specifically, and I will tell you on the issue of Ramaphosa. So, hope to see you in about 20 minutes' time. I really look forward to that discussion. I'm going to air a few very, I think, controversial issues. I know you're going to get angry at me for some of those things, and taking them further so that you can